Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Tomorrow is a forewarned weather alert day with another snowstorm hitting Metro Detroit. Exact Track 40 radar shows what's heading our way in just a few hours.
And when you wake up tomorrow, there'll be snow on the ground. It's going to have an impact on the drive to work or school. As we look live at I-75 and I-696, an interchange always packed for that morning drive.
We're already seeing hundreds of school closures, including Detroit Public Schools, Plymouth Canton, Utica Community Schools, and Troy School Districts all closed. We have a full list right now on the homepage of our website. Click on Detroit.com. Thank you for being with us at 11. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skilly, and let's start things off here with forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams with the newest information on when we expect this snow to start. Kim?
Well, it is right around the corner. We expect it to start here in the next few hours. Anytime after 1 a.m., it'll start to move in from the west. And I want to make sure that we're clear that this is not the same storm system as strong as it was last Friday, but it is going to be impactful only because of the timing of it hitting right at that morning commute. So let's take a look at Exact Track 40 radar. What you see right here is not reaching the ground. We've got some dry air in place that this snow has to overcome first, but it is just now starting to snow from Adrian to Jackson up to Lansing and west to Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids. Snowing at a moderate rate right now, but it will pick up a little bit in intensity overnight tonight, and we can expect snowfall rates by the morning commute of anywhere between a ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch an hour. A little freezing rain down to our south, but that rain snow line that we talk about so much is pretty well to our south. So we're looking at, for the most part, an all snow event. So we do have that winter weather advisory. It is in effect right now all the way through 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. Friday will taper off the snow in the afternoon, but we are under that advisory, which means we expect 2 to 6 inches of snow in an 8-hour period. Here's how much we're expecting. Anywhere between 3 to about 5 inches will be the average, but we could see as much as 6 inches in those lake effect regions from Port Huron over to Sandusky, where that advisory goes all the way until 8 o'clock. But for the rest of Metro Detroit, it ends at 2 in the afternoon. Well, if you want to keep up to date on what is going on in your neighborhood, all you have to do is go to your favorite app store, type in WDIV, and you'll get school closings, all kinds of information from this app, and you'll get the latest on when the snow is moving into your backyard. It's that accurate, so download the Forewarned Weather app tonight.
Okay, Kim, thank you. And you heard Kim just say the timing of this snowstorm is key, and it's why we're seeing so many school closures roll in.
Yeah, Mara McDonald is in Northville tonight, and the superintendent there, Mara, told you the decision would clearly be made tonight.
That's right. The superintendent says, and the bottom line, you know, he and his fellow superintendents have had to sort of become meteorologists on their own. They get data, they do modeling, they have outside experts that they consult. And you might imagine, as you might imagine, when they made their call tonight, students, they're a little excited about it. The Northville High Chamber Choir helping to break the news to their fellow students that tomorrow is a snow day. And as you might imagine, the students, well, they've got some plans.
I'm very excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm a really big fan of winter, so I love snow. You know, I love to go out there on my snowboard sometimes.
I kind of enjoy school, I can't lie.
So what are you going to do tomorrow? Study?
Oh, no. What? I don't like school that much. Nah, I'm probably going to see if I can go skiing.
The timing of the snow for rush hour is making it an issue not only for buses.
Not only do we have our 7,000 students that I am concerned about with safety on the buses, but let's remember we have a high school of 2,600 students. Many of those students drive their own cars to school. So now we have drivers of 16 years old, 17 years old on the road. So there's another calculus or checkpoint.
The timing of our snow is one of the key reasons to call off tomorrow, unlike last Friday, when the data showed school would be done for the day before the really bad weather. Districts like Northville stayed in session. The other issue these districts have to weigh, days available for snow days. Our ice storm did a real number on multiple districts. Technically, the state gives 6 days for snow, and a lot of districts are right on the cusp.
Back here live, realizing, of course, that if they are on the cusp or if they do go over, they do have the option of reaching out to the state and asking for a dispensation, or if worse comes to worse, you put a day on at the end of the year. But my favorite line of this evening is, well, you know, I kind of like school. Well, what are you going to do tomorrow? Study? What? No. And the immediacy of that answer. So happy Friday, snow day to all who celebrate. We're live in Northville tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
The priorities are clear. You got it, Mara. Well, because of the storm's impact, our morning team is getting up extra early to bring you the latest on the hour-by-hour tracking and any changes that might occur in the forecast. Of course, any traffic alerts. So wake up with Local 4 News starting at 4 a.m.
From winter weather to summer storms, you may remember the historic rain that flooded homes in Detroit and Grosse Pointe in the summer of 2021. Hundreds of families sued after a Great Lakes Water Authority pump station failed. Well, now a judge has dismissed that lawsuit. Jacqueline Francis is live on Detroit's East Side with a reason, and it's not sitting well with people. Jacqueline.
That's right, Kimberly. It all comes down to governmental immunity. The attorney behind the case says you can't sue the government, and because of that, this lawsuit never got off the ground. But they aren't giving up that easy.
Yeah, I live in Grosse Pointe Park and awoke on June 26, 2021, like everybody else in the area, with 8 feet of water in my basement and a bunch of ruined stuff.
Paul Doherty, an attorney and flood victim, has the photos to prove it.
That was the start of a long, painful odyssey.
He's talking about the lawsuit just thrown out of Wayne County Circuit Court. Doherty represented himself and 600 others in suing the Great Lakes Water Authority, among other governmental entities. In the suit, they claim the pump stations didn't work when they should have. Doherty says governmental immunity stopped them from getting their day in court, and that they were not allowed to gather evidence to prove their case.
With us having no ability to gather proofs, Great Lakes Water Authority was unable to control the narrative, said this was the storm of the millennium, judge, no sewer system could handle it, dismiss us. Judge agreed.
Homeowners in the Jefferson-Chalmers area remember the flood like it was yesterday.
I had to buy new washers and dryers, and it was a mess. Very nasty mess.
A mess she says someone needs to be held accountable for.
How can they have been so negligent is what I don't understand. And then they tried to act like it was not their fault. And in reality, to me, it is your fault.
The attorney plans to file an appeal, seeing accountability as one of the only ways to prevent this from happening again. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Okay, Jacqueline, thank you.
The mayor of East Point facing charges for what prosecutors are calling public corruption. Macomb County prosecutor says Mayor Monique Owens fraudulently applied for a grant under the CARES Act and received $10,000, but for false pretenses. The CARES Act was that massive federal stimulus bill passed at the height of COVID in 2020. Owens was given a personal bond and will appear in court next month.
Gun safety bills are advancing in the state legislature in the wake of the shooting at Michigan State University. Today, the Senate Judiciary Committee passed a bill establishing universal background checks, red flag laws, and safe storage laws. It follows yesterday's vote in the full House, where lawmakers passed a bill making background checks mandatory on all gun purchases.
We are learning more tonight about the buyouts General Motors is offering to most of its salaried workers. GM trying to cut $2 billion in costs as it transitions to electric vehicles. Offers are going out to white-collar workers who have 5 years or more of experience and service to GM. Global executives with at least 2 years. Salaried workers being offered 1 month of pay for every year of employment up to 1 year. GM says it is trying to avoid firing employees in the future. Investigators are still looking into the cause of the fire that destroyed those historic homes on Harson's Island.
6 homes in the Old Club Resort and Yacht Club were destroyed in the massive fire along Lake St. Clair yesterday. The Old Club says it is consulting with a team of environmental specialists on the cleanup. The club says it does intend to restore the property.